Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome. Just touch base for a bit and see how we all are, and yeah, that'll be fine. How you could? You all? And let's put the glasses on so we can see again, otherwise we can't see. Hi Melanie, my friend. Nicole, friend, how's it? Sandra. Okay, I think Jenny. Hi Sherry. I'll just wait till like the numbers are growing so quickly, Michelle. While they get on, then we can have a chat. I think what I want this morning, or what I do want to chat about this morning, is the alarming growth in the drug pandemic. You know, I've been on both sides of the addiction world as an active user, an addict, and you know, I drank myself to the park bench. Thank you, Sherry. Nice T-shirt, hardcore. And it's getting so bad that, you know, if I don't answer a SMS or an inbox immediately, I will forget about it, or not forget about it. It will just go into the back of the queue. Our children are in so much attack. In Nottinghamshire, thank you. Hi Renette, lovely. Nottinghamshire, great place to play cricket. Okay, and we really have to protect our children. You know, it's we say this every day. Hi Natasha, Lynn, from this drug pandemic. The government have got no clue. Well, actually, they have got a clue, but they are not interested. Yes, I know Jared. He was in my rehab. How can you ask me if I know him if he was in my rehab? Isn't that a bit insane? Hello, my dear. I didn't mean it that way, but like, Sherry, you know, must be so doof. Hey, Sherry, but we love you. And hi, Judy. It's out of control. You know, the demand now for a female rehab that's got credibility is far and wide. And we obviously have to look to expand in that direction. Hi, Lindy. The staff will be there. And I just had a woman phone me about a daughter who's stolen virtually a whole house. They've mortgaged their house. The daughter's tried to attack her, and the daughter demands money for drugs. Hi guys, I will answer all your messages later, like I do. And the pandemic is breaking our nation. You know, when we go out on the road, Mr. Ntembu, I don't get tired of talking because I don't talk shit. If we go out on the road, our main task is drug awareness, which falls into trying to reunite the families and the country as one, because it's there's no BEE in drug addiction. It affects us all, black, colored, white, and Indian. And it's breaking families. I've never had so many people in my center at one time ever, because I wouldn't take anymore. But now you got no option. People are getting to such a point of desperation, and our country burns. Our children are addicted. Our elderly are frightened because they are getting murdered. Our farmers are getting murdered. Soon we will have draconian laws, and I've got no doubt about this. But like, excuse me, like I say, is you don't have to listen to me. I think the government is going to come out and pull out the report and say back to lockdown, or level 4 or level 5. I don't even think they know, because they can't count. But right now, the death of our children and the suicides of our children with those on drugs and those who weren't on drugs is alarming. Government rehabs are 6 weeks long. They are a waste of time. I wouldn't send my dog to them. Not because they're bad places. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But 6 weeks, you can't even learn to piss straight. And that's proven over and over and over and over again. So what we do is some rehabs get funding from government. I can say this about government because I don't get funding from them. They can't say it. They know it's the truth, but they can't say it. Otherwise, they will lose their funding. It's the same as the SPCA, that organization that puts dogs down. Now, I believe going from the drug pandemic, because this morning myself and Kurt have just answered phones and done 2 interventions, and it's only 1:05 and we've been up since 6 o'clock. The SPCA, I heard, if a dog gets brought in, I don't know if this is true. This is what I've heard, and the source was pretty knows what she's doing. If you bring a dog into the SPCA and it doesn't get adopted, it's got 2 weeks to get adopted, or it loses its life. Is that true? Now, if that is the truth, that place must be closed down and give it to privately run people who've got balls and teeth. Because I have not yet seen the statement from the SPCA for the thuggery that happened at Fairview Racecourse. Surely the SPCA, they should be out, I almost said guns blazing, but hello Vasanta Governor, they should be out blazing and saying, how dare they do this to our horses? Because when something smaller happens, they're out blazing and asking for donations and getting thousands and thousands and thousands of money and putting our dogs down, allegedly after 2 weeks. I try to confirm this, and I have basically confirmed it, but I want to know if it's all SPCAs. I want to know what the CEO of SPCA gets. The figure that I got, that he gets as a salary, he should be in charge of Pick and Pay. Why don't we give our dog places? Today I'm on the board of an animal welfare society. I love my dogs. I got another dog today. I called it Serenity after Michelle. I named my dog after Michelle Leroux, whose son is here, because Michelle has got supreme serenity. I try not lose my shit sometimes, but okay, it's another thing. And hello to everyone. I'm really sad just in the collective today because I'm not going to speak long. Hello to everyone, my dear friends, every one of you. Then I can read the messages when I go out in the car. So I phoned the municipality today because this is how it's happened in Worcester, and I'm putting it on the line now because no one wants to come back to me, or when they do come back to me, they say to me, okay, no, we'll come back to you. Don't come back to me to come back to me. Come back to me with the facts. A tender was put in for our animals in the Worcester area. But there's so much infighting, and I'm sure it happens in every area. So I phoned the municipal housing manager today, suddenly got the portfolios for the tenders. I don't know how that happens. For a week. He doesn't answer the phone, and then he answers the phone. It's his cell phone. And then he says to me, that's were his words. Talk. So I said, hello, brother. You can greet me, and then I'll talk, and I will greet you, sir. He says, hey, this is my private cell phone. So then why the fuck are you answering it at work? Then I said, stop treating me like a schoolboy, because I'm not your schoolboy. And he turned it around. Luckily my calls are taped. And he turned it around and he said, why are you calling me a boy? So we make everything racist when it's corrupt. Then I phoned the municipal manager's office. I first phoned the mayor. She was gone to a funeral. Then I phoned the municipal manager's office. I'm still waiting for him to phone me back because I want to know who this clown is from the housing department, the head of housing, who makes a stupid allegation, who treats me like a boy, not him. over a tender for dogs. There is corruption all over, man. The corruption is as far as from municipal to provincial. People do things, man, and they take things. You mustn't think the ANC is the only party that's corrupt. Because one day I will sit on this page and tell you why I know it. And with facts I got. We're busy getting screwed from all sides, South Africa. We like putting certain people on a pedestals. And I'm looking for this woman who does a lot of work with animals. Her life is animals. Yet she's getting no support. Yet we can have people putting dogs down after 2 weeks. It's like seems to be little mafias in all towns. If you're not in with a clique, if you're not in with the clique of the town, then I don't owe this town nothing, man. I've got my own finances. I don't need their finances. But let me tell you, South Africa, it's not the ANC do the corruption. Kurt, you get ANC's, bro. The ANC do the corruption on a top scale. They're different level. But there's corruption everywhere. And I will prove it to you, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, I'm not a fail gat to name names. Never done that in my life, because anyone can make an allegation. But I can make an allegation with proof. And the mayor is a good friend of mine. A very good friend of mine. But I'm not going to have her staff or this little clown talking to me like I'm some boy that walked out of the bush. Maybe I walked out of the bush, but I'm not in the bush anymore. And this is how they treat the public, how they treat taxpayers, how they treat us who pay their fucking salaries. No wonder this country's stuffed. He probably can't even do his job properly, otherwise so many thousands of people would still have houses and have houses. If you got your personal cell phone with you and you say, this is my phone, I would like to see this man's package. And whether his package says that he gets a cell phone allowance. And if it does, then I will take this man to the High Court and I will sue him. He mustn't think he's playing with some white South African who's got no rights. I've got just as much rights as anyone in this country. And he mustn't think because I'm a recovering alcoholic or addict that I'm a piece of scum that walked off the side of the car park. I fought hard for my life I've got today. I fought hard for what I've got today. I don't earn a salary on the 25th of a month, whether I work or whether I don't work. I travel and do my things on my own finances. And obviously I would like support, but I'm not going to ask for support. Those who are kind enough to have supported me and give me something, it's fine. Our books are done by Carl. He sits 2 meters from me. But what that clown didn't realize is that I don't ever have a meeting without people around me. I don't ever go out my gates without someone. I never travel alone. I never go to the shops alone. The only time I go alone is to the toilet and the shower. The shower's on, you never know what happens. You know what I mean? Depending if the girlfriend's in a good mood. There's more infighting inside the DA than there is inside the dog pounds at the moment. Because you got the John Steenhuisen camp and then you got the other person's camp. But don't hide. All these parties don't hide under the cloak of the theft of the ANC and think, well, they're not going to look at me if I take bribes because I give a tender, and that I can prove. But you say, lend me your ears. Lend me your ears. It's so simple. Just speak to the people in the know. If a man is a multimillionaire and he tells me this, what has he got to gain? But treat people fairly in this country, man. If you go to any lengths to put a tender, this is happening at local government level. This is not happening with 191 million rand tenders. And a man can treat you like that. and a woman who has put in the tender and worked hard, and the doctor has given help with it. Carl has given help with it because he's a tax expert. And then when you query something, you get treated like some Chinaman in Mexico. You know they don't like the Chinese in Mexico. That's why I said that. Who do these people think we are, man? Driving the big cars, and I don't deny a man a car or something nice. But don't treat us, citizens of this country. Don't think us, citizens of this country, haven't got the right. You may think because I'm a white man, you can talk to me like you like. You can think it, Mr. Housing, whatever you are in Worcester. You can think it because I'm a white man. But I'm not your fucking boy, man. And I will stand up for my rights. And you better be sure what you talk about. You better make sure your conversation was taped. But I refuse to be degraded by you. I'm a white man, but I'm not the enemy. Wait till I do become the enemy. You start treating people with respect, man. Any color with respect. And you'll get that respect back. Like your Becky Taylor, maybe you've been seen him too much on TV, who's got no respect for people. And he wants respect. Earn respect from the people, and they will respect you. Like I will apologize after this broadcast for the language I was used. But don't again. And I want to categorically say this to you. Anyone who's working in government, don't think because we've got a white skin, we are not entitled to things. And we have to be treated like second-class citizens and reverse apartheid in this country. As long as I'm paying tax in this country, and as long as I'm a South African citizen, I demand to be treated with respect and demand to be treated as a human being in my nation. You will not overpower me because of your black skin, thinking that I'm inferior to you, sir. Because I will never do that. I'm a South African just like you. And isn't it time that we try to teach everyone and treat everyone with respect, with Heritage Day coming up tomorrow? I will respect your culture, but you'll respect mine. Just because this whole government is turning on white people, you think you can turn on white people as well? Well, I couldn't care stuff who you are. But I'm proud to be white. I'm a proud white South African who loves all colors. Get that in your thick nut. I love all colors. But I refuse to be damned because the color of my skin is not white. Or is white, sorry. I refuse to be treated like a pig because I've got a white skin. I refuse to be served like a dog because I've got a white skin. I refuse my fellow South Africans to be treated like second-class citizens because they've got a white skin. You're not going to break us. I can be angry now, but I'll get over that. I fought many battles in my life. Because let me tell you black people something. And listen to me fucking carefully now. I've spent more thousands of rands on black and colored people and Indian people than I've spent on white people. Including bribes I've paid to people of all political parties. Now, those who are watching know that came into my home and I gave them money for no favors, or there was meant to be a favor, but it never came to pass many years ago. You all corrupt, man. I think it's time has come that we stood up in this country and said, this is it. I'm never, and I will never, and I have never apologized for the color of my skin. I'm a South African born with a white skin. If you've got a problem with that, go to ask God why I got a white skin. But don't treat me derogatorily. And don't try to change everything into a racist campaign against the man from the color of his, because of the man of the color of his skin. Rather look at his heart. Rather look what he's done. And rather look at what he tries to do. But us whites deserve to be in this country. My name is not Hendrik Verwoerd. I did not sign any, listen to me very carefully, I did not sign any document that said there must be apartheid in this country. My name is not F.W. de Klerk. My name is not P.W. Botha. My name is not D.F. Malan. My name is Anthony Hall, and I'm a white, born and bred South African. And don't think because of what the government is doing now, or the national government is doing now, that you can treat us whites like scum of the earth, because you can go and get continentally fucked. Excuse my language, ladies, because I'm white. And it's time you treat us with a bit of respect, like we will treat you with respect. But we will never walk around on eggshells for anyone. You can call us what you like. You can slam us what you like. You can call us racist. You can call us boere. You can call us anything you like. But let me tell you, those who hate us, we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere. Because the God that I serve, and yes, say that I swore because I did swear, because God can hear me. Because He saved me from hell 16 years ago. Because the God that I serve will protect and guide us all the way to the end when He decides it's the end for us, for our lives. If you had to give white people a bit more attention and a bit more respect, like we try and give you, you will find this to be a better nation. But if you're suddenly going to come out and everything a white man does, like your populist men who stand on podiums and say that the white man did this and the white man did that, A, will never heal a country, and B, your hatred will kill you. Your hatred will kill you. You cannot turn two wrongs into a right. And you can't make two rights a wrong. We have to accept what we are. I have not got a racist or a discriminatory bone in my body. I'm 56 years old, and you can ask every person who knows me. But I'm not going to cower to any man who says I must do this because of apartheid or because of the skin color that I've got. So let me repeat this categorically to you. I am white. The color of my skin is white. I am proud to be white. I am proud of being an African. I'm proud of being a white South African. And I will continue till the day I die to be proud to be a white South African. And I'll be proud to be friends with my black friends, my colored friends, and my Indian friends. And those who think, those black men who think that this white man owes you something, go back to school, go read in the library, go buy some airtime, or do whatever you like. But don't talk shit to me. We can make this country for all, but I think the day the gloves must come off, this day, that us white people will no longer feel threatened, feel ignored, or feel that we can just be treated the way we want to be. You want to treat us, those who are racist. When I go to a till at Pick and Pay, or I go to a till at Spa, I must be treated differently because of the color of my skin. You're insane. When I phone a government department, I must be spoken to because I got a different color skin. You must be insane. When you go to home affairs, you get spoken to because you got a different color skin. You must be insane. And everything you'll twist to be racist. If it doesn't rain when you want it to be rain, then it's racist. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I call on my fellow South Africans. From today, we will walk around no one. We will not excuse and make an excuse and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what? Unless you sat with Hendrik Verwoerd and signed that deal in Parliament or signed the apartheid law, you've got something to say sorry about. And your white skin, your black skin, your colored skin, and your Indian skin doesn't make you who you are. It's this thing here that makes you who you are. And we can never claim that the white man made black people, because God made all people. So take it up with him one day. You racist thugs. I'm tired of you people. I'm tired of everything is racism, racism, racism. From shampoo to the color of a zebra. So please, South Africa, calling on whites, coloreds, Indians and blacks, let's treat each other according to the way we are treated. Let's show respect to each other. Don't think for 1 minute the white man has suddenly become the minion on the show. Don't think the white man must be apologetic for everything. Don't think the white man has to apologize and feel sorry for everyone. Don't think for anyone who thinks the white man owes him something. This white man owes you nothing but love, respect, and that's what you will get from me. But I will be proudly white until the day Jesus Christ calls me home. And you, sir, is nothing, will do nothing, and can do nothing about that. Before Heritage Day tomorrow, let's show respect. Because I'll say something quite personal now. You can go to the Cape Flats or you can go to Khayelitsha, Langa, Nyanga, anywhere, and you ask them about this man, Anthony Hall. And I'm putting it out there. And they will tell you this man treats me with respect, no matter what color they are. The days of being the whipping dogs and the days of people who have to walk around scared to open their mouths are over. We will stand up for who we are, what we are, and the color we were born with. We will never cower and never apologize for nothing because we didn't do it. Let's just get a bit of respect, a bit of loyalty, and when we get with each other and talk to each other and engage with each other, we will find out that we've got a lot more in common than a lot more not in common. South Africa, we must say what we think. Because I come from hell of 16 years sobriety. I've slept in townships, I've slept everywhere, on the Cape Flats. I've worked with gangs. I'm well known, my friends, to have given a lot of money to people of color. And I will never stop, but I will never apologize for the skin color that God gave me. God bless. Amen.